Hey guys, it's your girl she is back. She's back with a message. I am she, I am he. It is me and we healing together. Say word. So guys, I need your help. The message is about enemies. Am I an enemy? Do I have enemies? And why? Because I haven't did anything to anyone to have actual enemies. So I was listening to something today and it said your enemies are talking about you and they wish you, you know, just a bunch of crazy stuff, right? And I really tuned into that because I was like, wow, who's the enemy? Um the people that have become my enemy was the people that I loved, fed, gave, poured into, um, motivated, raised up, gave life to, promoted. I mean, these are people that took from me good energy, good love, financial things, gifts, and now they're an enemy because I chose to know more, give of myself so freely, and get nothing in return. I don't know what was placed in my energetic field, but I was attracting only enemies. And I say that to say something had to been placed in my energetic field that says, take from me and don't worry about giving anything back. Because I was never ever by any of the people I supported and poured into and gave and raised up and motivated and never said, you know, you gave me some really good information and thank you so much because I really needed to hear that. Nothing that would have gave me a sense of uplift. Nothing that would have gave me a sense of appreciation. It was just take, 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 take. So if you was dealing with anything like me and all people wanted to do was take, but now they're an enemy, so I looked up the dictionary word for enemy. And according to the Oxford Language Dictionary, enemy, a thing that harms or weakens something else. A person who is actively opposed or hostile to someone. A person who feels hatred for, fosters, fosters harmful designs against, engages in antagonistic activities against another. So it's like, wow, okay. So I do have enemies because all the love and all the giving and all the support and all of the food the nurturing, the care, the nourishment that I gave to people. They had antagonistic activities against me. They fostered harmful designs against me. So it made me say, so guys, we did all of this for people, and they're mad at us because they didn't want us to do that for them. They're an enemy because they didn't want us to help them because they weren't helping themselves. Is that it? They didn't want us to love them because they don't love themselves. So our good heart has got enemies for doing good. Baby, this world is so backwards. I read the meme that said something like this, and don't quote me because sometimes I get these memes wrong. I understand them when I read them, and I didn't know I was going to need it in this conversation that we're having here about enemies. It said something on the lines of people are worshiping things, or people care more about things than they do people, opposed to people caring more about people and less about things. Something on the lines of that. But it meant that we are now in a world where people are not cared for, things are. When it needs to be, we should value the good people that come into our lives. We should value the good people who pour into us. We should value the good people, and even though we are so terrible, we should value the ones that actually see the good within us. But everyone is so selfish and they have personal gain. And I'm a continue to pray for them. Because, even with that whole thing with the break-in, it wasn't a break-in. Management let these people in my home. They peed in the jar. Over my doorway, I used to have peace and joy. Yesterday, I took that from over my doorway and I sat it out on the porch with the 2 poinsettias. And I put the hope over my doorway because I felt like they broke the peace and the joy when they came in here and did what they did. But I put the hope because I hope that they don't come and do that again. I hope they know that I prayed for them. I hope that whatever was going through their mind to think to do what they did to leave it in my home, I hope whatever pain they was feeling got eased. I hope God stopped them from ever thinking about doing that again. I hope my peace is not broken because someone else is broken. I hope that I can remain in love, knowing that people are just going through so much and they don't know how to love themselves. So they become your enemy because you learned how to love yourself. I hope that one day they will find God and God will ease whatever pain and hurt that's in their hearts. that they feel they can do something terrible to a person who gave them love. I hope this holiday season wakes them up to the fullness of the love of Christ. And I hope God moves me from here, because it's time for me to go. And I hope that I can continue to help someone on their path and this journey. Later, guys. Love you. I am she. I am he. And it is me. We healing together. And I hope this holiday season brings you love, peace, and happiness.